What in the ass? You picked the wrong shithole to fuck, future boy.
The Deadpool series is one of the most entertaining superhero franchises ever, and personally, he's my favorite superhero.
Too exotic?
Even though Ryan Reynolds has had some terrible luck with superhero movies,
I know, right?
he undoubtedly gave one of his finest performances in Deadpool. And just mentioning 10 scenes didn't do much justice to him, so here we are again presenting Volume 2 of the best Deadpool scenes. Starting off this list is the opening scene from the second Deadpool movie. The narrator prepares us for the upcoming show and warms the audience with a funny monologue. Deadpool represents himself to the public and shows all of his best features, both excellent humor and the ability to cut off heads with a katana. And just because stopping bullets with your hand like Neo from Matrix is just way too easy, Deadpool stops them with his own body. Applause for the fight director. The fight is similar to both John Woo's actions and the massacre in Tarantino's Kill Bill.
Well, let's see Captain America do that.
No one can resist Deadpool. Not Hong Kong gangsters, not even the Sicilian mafia, and neither can we.
Whoa, baby. Are you sure you want to shoot your whole lot?
Tight.
Next up then, we go back to the first film and remember what Wade and Vanessa's first encounter was. After a little flirting, Vanessa receives a butt slap from a passing bum. An honorable Wade doesn't get anxious and immediately stands up for a future girlfriend.
Say the magic words, Fat Gandalf.
I'm sorry.
But Vanessa shows that she doesn't need help and she'll put anyone's balls out of place. We then witness a game of Sarcastaball in the finest traditions of South Park, where Wade and Vanessa argue whose childhood was crappier, but soon realize that they're made for each other.
I didn't even know sleep. It was pretty much 24/7 ball gags, brownie mix, and clown porn.
Wade reveals that he's not as simple as he seems to be and takes Ready for Whatever to the arcade because he wants to know her better. At this point, we realize that behind the armor of sarcasm and black humor, Wade hides a fragile romance capable of heroism for the lady of his heart.
What do we do with the remaining 2 minutes 37 seconds?
Cuddle?
Deadpool escaping from the lab and fighting Ajax comes in at number 8. From romance back to the action. And then there's the lab escape scene. Wade blows up the lab and escapes his torture chamber. At this point, he could have easily safely escaped, but how could he without getting revenge on his parole officer?
You don't want to kill me. I'm the only one who can fix your ugly mug.
In an epic battle on the sets of a burning lab, Deadpool throws out his pain and hatred in a fight with Ajax. He retaliates against his torturer and at some point even wins, but this effort just isn't enough. Ajax stabs Deadpool's body in cold blood with an iron rebar so that Deadpool won't be able to escape the fire trap. But we already know that if you want to stop Deadpool, you've got to try a lot harder.
I didn't just get the cure to L cancer. I got the cure to L everything.
Where's Francis?
Up next is Deadpool trying to find Francis. Moving a little bit further along the plot of the first film, we recall the scene where Wade was searching for Francis. The same sworn enemy that bullied him tried to induce a mutation in Wilson and then left him burning in a lab. For a long time, Wade had to hunt down and eliminate Ajax's men, one of whom finally gave up the enemy's presence.
Where's Francis?
The scene is full of brutal fatalities, almost like Ryan Reynolds was inspired by Mortal Kombat.
Fatality.
It wouldn't have been such a memorable scene without the banging rap, specially created for the Deadpool video game back in 2013.
Oh, you'll tell me. But first, you might want to look away for this.
Hi there.
Stay back or Justin Bieber dies.
Justin Bieber, he called you Justin Bieber.
Coming in at number 6 is Deadpool meeting Russel. We instantly move to the second movie where we recap the first meeting of Deadpool and Russel, the Fire Kid. Accompanied by Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Deadpool goes to a children's orphanage, or more specifically, the Mutant Rehabilitation Center.
Everyone calm down, the pros are here.
There, a teenage mutant named Russell Pauline, also known as Fire Fist, is trying to flatten it down. The young man claims to Deadpool that he was bullied by the orphanage staff. Upon hearing Russell's words, Deadpool kills one of the employees, thereby avenging the young man. This scene includes everything we like in a Deadpool movie: gags, special effects, Wolverine references, a little drama from Fire Fist, and of course, a cool superhero landing from Deadpool.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that is so not practical. Who are you? I'm Batman.
Up next is the prison fight between Deadpool and Cable. What happens next in a mutant prison? Of course, a classic prison escape and a prison fight. No, not the one where Deadpool and Russell get whacked out. We're talking about Deadpool versus Cable in the middle of a prison riot. The scene starts with a Terminator reference performed by Cable and a hilarious dialogue between two redheads. Cable, being a cyborg soldier, breaks out of the future and attempts to eliminate Fire Fist. Wade tries to protect the boy and at some point almost dies thanks to restraining neck cuffs.
You're so dark. Do you sure you're not from the DC universe?
The interesting fact about this is that the director of the film wanted the restraining neck cuffs removed during the mutant prison riot. He wanted to show the different powers of the mutants, but in the end the idea was abandoned because of the high costs.
What's this one do?
Did I say this was a love story? No. It's a horror movie.
Wade Wilson becoming Deadpool comes in at number 4. Let's get back to the first movie and recall how Wade transformed into Deadpool. As in superhero movies, someone gets superpowers after being bitten by a spider, someone is frightened by bats in childhood, or our hero gets them after experiencing severe pain. Because of having cancer, he had to endure terrible torture to heal.
We're going to have to make you suffer.
During this torture, Wade's mutation is activated and he gains Wolverine's abilities, which prevent his cancer from forming. The ability was also enhanced by the side effect, therefore the disfigured body and face.
What have you done to me?
I've merely raised your stress levels high enough to trigger a mutation.
Without pain and anguish, you just can't become that great, can you? A good reference to real life, that one, isn't it?
From now on, we'll be known as X-Force.
X-Force skydiving comes in at number 3. Remember the scene from our first video where Deadpool creates a superhero crew, the X-Force? Well, we'd like to mention the X-Force skydiving scene separately as it has its own charm.
Oh shit, I just get a little chipped up sometimes.
I hate to interrupt, but is anybody nervous about the high wind?
Deadpool speeds just before the jump, and then the skydiving on Thunderstorm soundtrack is just so badass. And what then makes this scene even more epic is the death of the whole crew.
Well, I guess we found something you're not better at.
We'd love to see Terry Crews' face when he's asked to play a 10-minute role in a superhero movie. And what about the Invisible Man? Have you seen who's playing him? Take some time to rewatch that scene. That's one of the funniest cameos in the movie, along with Matt Damon, of course.
Say you wake up tomorrow morning and, hypothetically, find some fresh shit on your face. Your cheek, maybe a little bit in the beard.
In just 1 minute, the whole X-Force gets eliminated, leaving alive only Deadpool and Domino. No doubt the movie ironically loves superhero landings.
What's left to say? These prayers aren't working anymore.
And in the runner-up spot is the Deadpool 2 intro. Sometimes the most interesting scenes are hidden from an average viewer. Remember a post-credit scene from our top 10 badass scenes part 1? But what about the intro scene? We saw a pretty decent intro in the first Deadpool movie, but the second one is even better. In addition to comedy, we'd like to highlight the song of Celine Dion in the background, and most importantly, it's made in the style of some of the best intros in cinema, the intro from the James Bond movies. Also, pay close attention to the credits in that scene. Somehow, it's not about the movie-making crew, but then again, what would you expect from a Deadpool movie?
I'm glad you could join me today. Let's just dive right in and run all the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me.
And finally, at number 1 is Deadpool's Wet on Wet teaser. It's a very special scene, this one, isn't it? And it's not even from the original movie. It's a teaser for the second part released in 2017. This teaser broke the cinematography stereotypes.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Who would have thought that a simple teaser could garner 20 million views without even showing the movie footage in it at all? Actually, there was about 10 seconds of it in there. The whole teaser is one big parody of the legendary artist Bob Ross, and this parody itself has become a meme still walking on the expanses of the internet.
That feels good.
A fresh internet meme gives respect to an old one. Isn't that just adorable? The best moment of that teaser, it's got nothing to do with the film. Just a little filler for the original movie to amuse and tease real Deadpool fans.
So from our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet, and remember, hugs not drugs.
There's no middle ground with this character, for the middle ground has been thoroughly set on fire. Those who dislike it will absolutely loathe it. Those who like it will fight a duel to defend its honor. So what did you think of our list? Do you think that there are other scenes that are more deserving to be on this list? Feel free to give your opinions in the comments section. Check out volume 1 of this video by clicking the card on the top right of this video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button for more similar videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on the TV Regent.